Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you're doing so good today. I am popping on here with an impromptu live. I know that I typically go live on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock, but I've been having so many conversations with lots of my clients, with some holistic business audits, with clients, and I just wanted to come on here and share some information that I think is going to be really important for those of you that are coaches, holistic practitioners, holistic professionals, health coaches, life coaches, spiritual coaches, right? We are in the service-based industry. We want to help people create happier, healthier lives. So if you are watching this live, let me know. If you're in the Facebook group, just give me a quick, hey, Chris, that would be amazing. And just know that if you have any questions in there at all, pop your questions in here around what it is that I'm talking about, and I will absolutely circle back around and answer them in the comments. Same thing on Substack. Give me a hello. I would love to meet you. Say hello in the DMs, even. Just like let me know that you're here. Let me know you're watching. Let me know that this is actually helpful for you. And if there's something that you would like me to focus on, if you'd like me to teach, if you'd like me to talk more about, send me a DM, send me a message, send me an email, let me know. I would love to help you. And for those of you that are on YouTube, hello, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Be sure to hit subscribe and share this with others who you think would benefit from this. So here's the conversation that I've been having with my clients. Yesterday, we had our Activate Abundance Academy call. We were planning out our Q3 profit plan. And in order for us to actually create any sort of income in our business, we have to have offers, right? Like we need to know what it is that we're actually selling. And here's the thing that I'm running up against, and that is that many coaches are selling what they think clients are wanting, but it's not actually what people are buying today. And I want to kind of take the confusion and the overwhelm out of this so that you can take a look at your offer suite and make sure that you have these top three offers inside of your offer suite, because it's going to make a difference between whether you are making sales in 2026 or whether you are trying to sell something that is using an outdated philosophy that really is no longer working anymore. So before I get into what we do need to be selling, let me just share a little bit about what is not selling today, because I want to make sure that if you've got one of these things, that we can tweak it together so that we can turn it into something that actually will sell for you. Okay. So the first thing, and you may have seen this, many influencers, many top coaches have stopped selling these types of offers, and that is courses. Courses. Why? Well, think about it. Take a look at the last course that you downloaded. Did you ever finish it? I know I rarely finish a course, right? Why? Because it's just kind of there, right? It's just information and there's no accountability. There's nobody for me to ask questions to. It's basically just information. And so you may have seen Amy Porterfield, Jenna Kutchner, other coaches out in the industry that actually are not selling their courses anymore. And they're not even teaching people how to sell courses anymore for this reason. We are in a age of lots and lots of information. I know you guys have been hearing this probably ad nauseum, AI this, AI that, AI the other thing. But the truth is that information is everywhere now. And so people are not going to pay for information. And that is what courses are. They are basically a whole bunch of information put together in a portal that people can access. Well, today people can use their ChatGPT and they can use their Google and they can use their Claude and their Gemini and all of the things to Google or to ask AI for help on that information. So information isn't a premium thing anymore. But what is premium and what is going to differentiate you between the people that are still trying to sell these low ticket courses are actually your expertise, your knowledge, access to you. So here's the thing about information. Information does not equal transformation, okay? Just because you can access information through ChatGPT or your Google search engine or even a book doesn't mean that you know how to navigate the nuances with it, okay? So instead of just selling a course, what you want to make sure that you have is number one, it needs to be something specific. Okay. This isn't like live your best life ever course. Okay. It needs to be solving a specific problem. People are not looking for generalists. And, I've actually been teaching this since 2017 about making sure that you are a specialist. And I like to think of it in terms of your health and your wellness, right? Like if you had a heart condition, and you needed to have open heart surgery, you would not go to your general practitioner. You would want to go to a specialist. Well, those of you that are coaches, you are helping people on a very specific something. And what we want to do is take this specific something and narrow it down to one specific problem. So, for example, I've got clients who are health coaches, menopause coaches, intuition coaches, they are spiritual coaches, they are coaches that help people with their nutrition, with their functional hormones, all of the things, right? And so what we want to do is think about what is one specific thing that somebody wants support on. So, for example, and I know I keep freezing here, so sorry about that. Rather than me talking about general business coaching, let me just help you run a business, right? Let me help you grow a six-figure business. One of the things that I know that my clients are looking for is how do I actually get a client? Like, how can I get a client this week? How can I actually bring on a new paying client into my business in the next 7 days? And so when I share something that is that specific, people are actually going to be able to raise their hands and say, yes, I want that, and I want a solution for that. And then we want to price that at something that is actually what I like to call a bite-size offer. So you might be hearing things around trust offers or easy yes offers. I have been calling these bite-size offers for almost a decade now. And these are short, specific sessions with people, or it could even be something priced at around $1,000 or less for like an entire year, right? That is designed to help people get a win, but they have access to you. And this is really, really important. This is what's making it different than just a course, right? A course might be priced at $97 a month or $47, even $300 for the whole course, which is fine price wise. But the problem is that only 1 to 3% of people actually finish courses. And so if they're not finishing the course, they're not going to get results. And if they don't get results, they're not going to want to continue to work with you in your mid-ticket or your high-ticket offer. Okay, so if you have something like that, we need to refine it so that we can make sure that they've got some sort of live access to you so that they can have an experience with you, build a relationship with you, and actually create a win pretty darn quickly. And we're looking at a win in the first 7 days, the first 30 days that they're having this experience with you. Why? Because we all know that we want to create a win. We want to get a result. We don't want to wait 6 months until we actually have a result. That's one of the reasons why Get a Paying Client in 7 days is so powerful. It's because I want you to bring on a new paying client in the next 7 days. By the way, if this is something that you want to learn more about, just pop in the number 7 in the chat, whether you are on YouTube or Substack or Facebook, and I will share ways that we can hop on a conversation and chat about jumping on a call to talk about getting a client in the next 7 days. So that is our bite-size offer. That is our lower ticket offer. And remember, it's just very, very specific. Think of it as like a micro solution to a problem. If you are a health coach, you could do something around, let's see, one of my clients is doing this around fitness, right? So she works with women who want to pop off the diet roller coaster. And she also has clients who are on GLP-1s and also know that they need to build some strength and some muscle in their body. So she offers a $97 a month membership that is live with her, that has 2 live strength training sessions with her every single week, and a community and a WhatsApp place where people can ask their questions and get some more clarity. So it's not a course, and it's not just a library full of information. It's actually creating something that's really, really important, which is accountability and a place where you can actually show up and get support and be part of something. Okay, so that's the first type of offer that you need to have in your ecosystem. Okay, the second type of offer that I want to talk about are actually something that I have been participating in and purchasing myself, and that is in-person experiences. So I've been going to conferences, to champagne club dinners, to different things where I'm going to learn something, but be in the room in person with other women. And this doesn't have to be something like you are planning an entire retreat, right? There's some moving pieces with that, but you can absolutely do something like a meetup. Like I used to host, which I'm actually doing again this month, a coffee meetup, coffee chat just down the road at my little local coffee shop, and we can meet there for coffee and we can share and we can talk about what's going on in our businesses, and we just get to create relationships with people. So it doesn't have to be this giant big retreat. It can absolutely be something, but people want a little bit more intimacy, right? They want to have a place where they can come off of Zoom and get into having an actual connection or a relationship. So you're probably going to see a lot of coaches setting these types of experiences up, whether it's a half day VIP day, whether it's meetups, whether it is having experiences that are still low priced, right? But they're actually giving somebody an intimate experience. And you'll also see things longer like a retreat. Like every single spring, I do a 4-day retreat at a retreat center. It's intimate. We only have space for 16 women, and everybody gets their own room, and they have time to unplug and connect with each other and learn something really, really powerful. And I've been doing this for 8 years now, and it is always amazing. And people walk away feeling connected to each other, part of something bigger, and they are willing to come back year after year after year. Okay, so that type of intimate experience is something that is also going to be really beneficial. Now, what's the third type of offer? The third type of offer that we want to have that we know that people are absolutely investing in are having customized experiences with you, having high touch experiences combined with information and support and accountability. So I'm just going to give you an example from my own business model, and that would be my Activate Abundance Academy. And that is an entire system that they learn, the Soulful Abundance System, my 6-step system that I've been teaching since 2018. But it's not just a portal that people access. We have monthly VIP days where we're actually implementing together. We have twice a month what we call our golden hour days, where we are going through the core 4 revenue generators, and we are online with each other implementing. And that's been the biggest miss that I have been seeing in the courses as well, is that information doesn't equal implementation, right? So people want support implementing, not just reading something, not just watching something, but actually getting their questions answered in real time and implementing on the call, so they don't have to like go back later and try to figure out what it is that you said, right? So Activate Abundance Academy is a place for coaches who are already making some money in their business. Maybe they've made 20,000 in their business. Maybe they've been in business for a year or more. They've got some paying clients, but it's sporadic. It's not something that's consistent. They might have, a $2,000 a month one month. They might go back to something, and then it's kind of like this feast or famine thing, right? Many of them that come in might have come in from being certified as a health coach or a life coach, and they might have like a 90-day program, but they don't have a full offer suite built out. They have an idea of who they're working with, but they need a little bit more refinement around that offer suite, as well as who their ideal client is, and making sure they're talking chocolate and not broccoli, and then really focusing on those core 4 revenue generators that are that we want to focus on, right? So those core 4 revenue generators, if you want access to my training on that, just pop in the number 4, and I will be happy to send you the replay for that, as well as the companion guide that goes with it. These are the 4 things that you want to focus on that are actually creating 80% of your revenue. So they're pretty darn important. Okay, so in your offer suite, we want to have a high ticket offer, and your high ticket offer can be, customized support. It could be a high ticket group hybrid program that we have inside of Activate Abundance Academy. It could also be customized. It could be one-on-one support, right? It just depends on you and your business and how you see that you want to map it out in the way that supports you and the way that you want to support your clients. Okay, so the high ticket offer is really, really important. People are investing in high ticket offers. Okay, so do not think that just because it's got a higher ticket price tag on it doesn't mean that people aren't buying today. People are paying and investing for expertise and for speed collapsing the timeline to get the result quicker with a lower amount of stress. And there are some specific things that we do want to put in our high ticket offer to make sure that it actually is a premium offer. It's not just a bunch of, sessions put together with a high ticket price tag on it. So that is also something that we help inside of our Activate Abundance Academy and our Six-Figure Foundations program, which is helping people put together their offer suites and know exactly what to put in a high ticket offer that makes it a easy yes for people to actually step into, because it has all of the amazing things in it that are going to help people collapse the timeline and move forward and actually get the result that they're looking for. Okay, so top ticket item is number one. Your mid-ticket offer typically is going to be around $1,000, $2,000, somewhere around there or less, or sometimes it could be a shorter group program, or it could be a shorter one-on-one program, right? Those are things that are really important. Just make sure, again, that people are getting results quickly within the first 30 days, and they also have access to you. So in all of these, just know that there has to be a human component to it. They have to be able to access you, to have support from you. It doesn't need to be on a daily basis. It doesn't need to, be where that they get messaging access to you every single day. You can if you want, but what I'm saying is that there has to be something in there where people are actually able to ask their questions. So an example of a trust offer, an easy yes offer that is also kind of in the realm of the mid-ticket offer, it just depends where people come in, is my Success Studio. So the Success Studio is a membership. It's priced at $127 a month, which is ridiculous for what you get, right? It's amazing, truly. We still support you in these golden hour sessions where you're implementing, but we also do a monthly business training around something specific. So this is all around how are we bringing new, aligned, and qualified leads into our ecosystem, and how are we making more soulful sales. So lead generation and sales is the main focus of the Success Studio. And so we do a monthly business training on that and it's live. We do a monthly open Q&A, ask me anything call, so you can come ask me anything. We have a networking event every single month because people in my community love to connect with each other. They want to play the generosity game. They want to leverage other people's audiences. They don't want to do this alone. So we have a monthly networking event where they break out into breakout rooms so that they can connect with each other and get in front of other audiences that they might not have access to, which is super important when you're building and growing your business. Okay. And then finally, we have those implementation things, plus access to all of the recordings. We also give you templates that you can dive into. It's totally go at your own pace. You can come to the sessions or not, but just notice that even at $127, we actually have 5 live calls in there, right? So $127 a month with live access. Why? Because the whole intention is to create a relationship with people, help them to create wins. And then when they're ready to actually implement the entire system, where they're getting their entire marketing system together, their entire sales system together, their entire visibility system together, then they can actually join us inside of Activate Abundance Academy. So you want to make sure that your offers are also leading someplace, right? So if you have that one-off session, like a Get a Client in 7 days one-off session that I offer, then from that session, people can absolutely go away from the call with incredible value, have the exact plan on how to bring a client into their business in the next week, and they can then ask me if they want more support, right? They can say, this is amazing, and how else could I have your support to implement, right? So you want to make sure that your offers are relevant and congruent to each other, right? So somebody can come and have the Get a Client in 7 days. Then if they want to join the Success Studio, amazing. That would be so great. If they need more support around getting their offer suite together, starting a specific hub to cultivate their community, getting a signature system dialed in, then they can go into Six-Figure Foundations, right? Or if they want the whole shebang, plus they want mindset calls, they want live access with me, they want VIP days with me and the community, opportunity. They want the tech calls, because sometimes my clients get a little bit, stuck in tech. I know I did when I first started, right? We have live group tech calls. Then that would be the next step for people going into Activate Abundance Academy. And that is the space where if you want to build that beautiful boutique 100K to 500K space, ultimately, we want you there because you are getting a year of support over time to build your systems and then to hone and master the systems so that they're working really well. So I just want you to see what it would look like inside of my offer suite so that you can take a look and see what makes sense for you. So you want to have that customized offer where they get access to you and it's a premium experience that they get to have with you. You want to have that low ticket offer that is going to be micro focused on something very, very specific. And then you want to have that mid ticket offer in the middle for people that want to move from that easy yes bite-sized offer into something that is a little bit more in depth and also is relevant and congruent. But then you also want to have that opportunity for people that want a deeper dive and more customized support. All right, my friends, that's what's selling now. That's what my clients are selling now. That's what I'm selling. People are buying. And let me know if this worked, if this resonated with you. I would love to know. Tell me what you've got in your offer suite. Put your questions in the chat. I'm going to circle back around. And again, if you want more information about bringing a new client into your business in the next 7 days, pop a 7 in the comments below or in the chat below. And if you want access to the training on the core 4 revenue generators, give me 4. I'll send you that training along with the companion guide. All right, my friends, thanks so much for listening, and I will see you on Tuesday. Take care. Bye.